You know I'm about to rant about being an introvert for the sake of the opening. How do you know? Because I look angry. And as an introvert, it can only be about my introvertism. Is that a word? I don't think it is. But I'm gonna use it anyway, even if I have a major in English with an emphasis on creative writing. I actually have no idea what to say. Because I no longer have interest. I guess there's the rest of the video. Hello there! Welcome back to my channel. You may call me Miss Introvert, and today we're going to talk about the ideal writing lifestyle, and if there is one that we writers should follow. You already know the answer though. There is no perfect writing style to live by, and every writer is different, and we're all going to have different schedules to follow. But that's not to say there aren't things we can do to improve our writing lifestyle. Before we begin, make sure you subscribe to my channel for writing and introvert videos I upload every Sunday and Tuesday. And like and share this video with anyone who is thinking about writing anything. In fact, comment down below anything I can be doing to improve my channel, and if any of these methods don't work for you, then comment down below the methods that do, because I would love to learn some more methods for my own writing lifestyle. That's the beauty of it. There are so many different ways we can write. I would love to learn from other writers and start a discussion, even though it's mostly crickets that inhabit my comment sections. Yeah, crickets are basically my fan base, if you can even call it that. Before we talk about lifestyles, I want to say thank you to everyone who was okay with my procrastination taking over my channel. That was a whole ordeal, and I'm certainly glad that it's over, and there are still things that I don't get about it. But anyway, writing lifestyles. Don't click away yet, I have content. Number 1, writers set goals. I talk more about this concept in my New Year's resolutions for writing video. I also have it in one of my writing experiment videos that I'll link down below. Check it out if you're interested. As a writer, it's important to spend as much time as you can writing. But as a writer, it's important that you schedule your time and write as much as you can in the amount of time that you've set for yourself, whether that's a few months or a year or so. If you're just writing for fun, like I do, because I'm too scared to publish any of my work, not that you should be, go publish your masterpiece please, then you really have your own schedule to set for yourself. Or maybe you're thinking about self-publishing, and in that case, you should set out to do as much writing as possible, especially if you're planning on getting a second book out of the series. If you are serious about writing though, then treat it like you're actually writing for a publisher. This will absolutely help you keep up your writing routine, as well as get that word count and those page numbers and all the goals you set for yourself. But if you're actually writing for a publisher, then get on that before that deadline approaches, which I'm sure you already are. That's really cool. I wish I could do that, but I'm too scared. I've mentioned this before, but I used to be terrified of deadlines. But after I settled my fears and actually made some goals for myself and a deadline, a scary deadline, I finished a rough draft of a novel in 3 months. In 2020, if you can believe it. So go and write your book or your poem or your novella or whatever you set out to do. I believe in you and you can do this. Number 2, writers just write. I'm sure you've heard this annoying phrase before when you've been stuck looking for that formula on how to actually write something. I'm still searching for that formula sometimes, even though I am a writer and I know what it is. I'm just living in denial with my procrastination. Still here if you want to stop filming. Will you stop? Sorry. Anyway, this phrase, just write, is the only way that you actually will write. Because that's what writing is. And if you don't have the inspiration, then you don't have the inspiration. Now, consider this. You might not have the inspiration to write an essay. Do you? I know I don't sometimes. I like writing essays sometimes, but other times it's like, an essay for a math class? Really? You need to calm down. I never want to do that again. It was a group project. It was terrible. But you write it anyway, because like we talked about in the last point, there was a due date or a deadline. Writing without inspiration and deadlines go hand in hand. You might not have the imaginative motivation that you started out with, which was your first step of the writing process, which was the birth of your wonderful idea. But you found your inspiration, so you get to write about it, not the other way around. And it's not gonna be perfect, but that doesn't matter. Even if your words in the rough draft right now make 0 sense and your plot holes are the size of I don't know, Death Mountain and you can fit an entire civilization of Gorons. And where did that character even come from? Let alone the character name. Ugh. All that matters is that you've got something on the page, and you can always edit later. I talk more about this concept in my previous videos, which you can check out right there. Views from crickets count, right, YouTube? No? Number 3, writers have a routine. Now, as I mentioned before, every writer's lifestyle is different, which means that every writer's routine is going to vary. Every day's routine could be different for one writer, or it could be the same for another. This concept ties into the other ones that we talked about so far. I talk more about this concept in the writing experiment part 5, which is linked down below with the rest of the writing experiment. Check it out if you're interested. But in order to have control over your writing, control over your schedule is key. Ever since I got my planner, I've been obsessed with it. Okay, do it later. I'm sorry. Crossing everything off is just so satisfying. And I don't get to write every day, because some days are busier than others. All these different authors just writing as much as they possibly can, like, it's a good act to follow. But like, it's a tough act to follow. It's not possible to write every day. It is for some of these great authors, but that's their job. It's not my job yet, but I want it to be. But if I procrastinate, then I'm not gonna get anything done. What? Why are you still here? I don't know. Jeff Goins, who teaches a course on how to write a best-selling book, mentions in one of his lessons that writing a certain number of words every day at the same time in the same place is the best way to gain more momentum in writing routines. Even if it's just 500 words a day, those words add up. It might not be much to look at now, and you might feel discouraged, but it's only going to get better once it's edited and hopefully published. And those are just some of the ways you can make your writing lifestyle a bit more compatible with your routine. I hope this helped anyone who was looking for writing advice, and this is just my take on the subject. There are plenty of other ways to look at this concept, and you can modify my advice however you'd like. And don't forget to comment down below your methods. So, as you know, we didn't find the ideal writing lifestyle, but whatever you found helpful in that video, give it a try tomorrow or even today. It's never too late to start your book, or whatever project you're working on. Don't forget to subscribe and like and share this video to help grow our introverted community. Comment down below your thoughts on writing an introvert. And if you're an extrovert, then hope to start a discussion with you and any other crickets that come to comment. Well, that's all for now, folks. Hope you enjoyed the video. You can follow me on Instagram, Twitter, check out my blog, and find the writing help you need on my Fiverr account. All the links will be in the description below. And stay basic. Okay, bye!